bruises I couldn't explain. A history written in salt and rain. I wore silence like armor, pain like thread. Thought love would leave if the truth was said, but you saw beauty in the cracks. You never asked me to turn back. You kissed the parts I used to hide. You never flinched, you stayed inside. You didn't run from where I've been. You leaned into the mess within, and piece by piece I saw it too. Every scar was a lead. Every scar, a map to you. Every break, a path so true. You never asked me to be whole. You just held what hurt and called it soul. Not a rescue, not a fix, but your love rewrote the script. Every scar, a map to find a place where love was never blind. The world said scars make you less, but you saw them as marks of progress. You traced my wounds like poetry, said this pain's part of your melody. And I believed you though it shook, cause no one ever stopped to look. They just judged and stepped away, but you knelt and chose to stay. I ain't flawless, still I fall, but you remind me I've stood tall. And now I wear these marks with pride. You gave my shadows a place to reside. This isn't a story of perfect days. It's a story of the one who stayed, not despite the wounds, but because of them. Every scar, a map to you. Every break, a path so true. You never asked me to be whole. You just held what hurt and called it soul. Not a rescue, not a fix, but your love rewrote the script. Every scar, a map to find a place where love was never blind. You didn't save me, you saw me, and that changed everything. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. They taught us love is bold and blaze, but we found fire in gentle haze. Not in speeches or grand displays, but in how you stayed on my worst days. You held the light when I had none. You whispered peace when fear had won. No marching drums, no banners high, just warmth that never said goodbye. We didn't scream, we didn't shake. We built something they couldn't break. You held my hand through silent cries, and I learned strength in softened eyes. We rise in quiet ways and steady hearts that never sway. Through little acts the world won't see, but they saved a whole of me. Not every wind makes thunder sound. Some are whispered underground. We rise not loud, not praise with praise. We rise in quiet ways. Didn't tell me to be strong, you said it's okay to cry this long. You gave me space to fall and heal, and made my pain feel safe to feel. When I was numb and couldn't move, you didn't push, you just approved. You loved me right inside the mess, and showed me grace, not just success. We watered love like it was seed, not flash, not fame, just simple need. And from that soil we slowly grew, two broken souls that bloomed anew. Let the world chase what fades with time. We'll hold to what they never find. No spotlight love, no viral trend, just quiet truth that doesn't end. We rise in quiet ways and steady hearts that never sway. Through little acts the world won't see, but they save the whole of me. Not every wind makes thunder sound. Some are whispered underground. We rise not loud, not praise with praise. We rise in quiet ways. No need to shout what love has done. It lives in what we've overcome. No curtain call, no fireplace. We rose in quiet ways. We don't bloom fast, but we bloom deep.
No fireworks, no loud parade, just two souls meeting in on the shade. You weren't the flash that burned too quick, you were the light that just always sticks. Conversation slow, but we're like rain. We didn't rush, we let it remain. You saw the mess I tried to hide, but stayed and held the cracks inside.
No mask, no chase, no need to perform. Your calm was my peace in every storm. I don't need perfect, I need true.
And every day, I find that in you.
We're growing like trees in the middle of stone. Through winds of silence, we've still grown. No thunder love, just steady view. I'm rooted in time, rooted in you. Rain of fire that burns and dies with the ember that always survives. Through every storm, we make it through. I'm rooted in me because I'm rooted in you.
Loves that spark and fade, built on thrills but none that stayed. But this is brick by brick, a slow build that's truly thick. You call me out when I fall blind, you hold my hand but still speak mine. You don't save me, you stand beside and teach me how to grow with pride. We ain't chasing pictures made for shows, we're writing chapters that no one knows. And yeah, it's simple, but it's rare to find someone who just stays there.
Love ain't loud, it's loyal. Not in the highs, but in the soil. We're growing like trees in the middle of stone. Through winds of silence, we've still grown. No thunder love, just steady view. I'm rooted in time, rooted in you. Rain of fire that burns and dies with the ember that always survives. Through every storm, we make it through. I'm rooted in me because I'm rooted in you. But somehow we made wings out of wounds.
Yeah, you found me broken heart on mute, pain in my steps past absolute. Didn't try to fix, didn't force a smile, you just sat with me, stayed a while. We didn't fall in love with ease, we stumbled in, scraped up knees. But there was truth in every bruise and freedom in the pain we lose.
I was falling, but you didn't catch. You let me fall and still attached. Not to save me, but to grow too. 'Cause you were climbing out wounds too. We fell, yeah, we hit the ground. Tears in silence, no one's around. But from that fall we found the sky, built our wings then learned to fly. We crashed but we didn't stay, we healed the hurt, we paved the way. It wasn't perfect, but it was right. We fell, then flew into the light. We bled stories we never told, but in your arms even wounds felt bold. You didn't need my best to love, you just asked me to show up. And I did, messy but real, and you gave back what I could feel. Two broken hearts with steady hands built something strong, not built on plans. Not love at first sight, but love that grew in the dirt, in the dark, and into something true. Love ain't a spark, it's a rebuild. It's not the flight, it's the field. Not the wings, but how they're made. We fell, yeah, we hit the ground. Tears in silence, no one's around. But from that fall we found the sky, built our wings and learned to fly. We crashed but we didn't stay, we healed the hurt, we paved the way. It wasn't perfect, but it was right. We fell, then flew into the light. Sometimes the fail slow like spring. No rush, no chase, just real everything. Yeah. Didn't need a label, didn't need a show. Didn't post hearts for the world to know. You looked at me some more than looks. Read the chapters between my books. We weren't perfect, we were raw. Built something strong from every flaw. You didn't try to hurry the flame. You let it burn slow, never played no game. No checklist, love, no timeline plan. Just holding space the best we can. We grew like vines on quiet days, twisting through time in subtle ways. No rush, just real. You see me, I feel. Not trying to impress, just trying to heal. No stage, no lights, just calm in the fights. It's not fast, but it's right. No rush, just real tonight. You let me breathe, I let you be. We didn't cage what we wanted free. I used to run in fear of slow. Thought if it took time, it wouldn't grow. But you showed love ain't built on speed. It's built on roots and what we need. You didn't try to fill the void. You let silence speak, never annoyed. We laughed in spaces most find dull, but in your arms the quiet's full. No fireworks, but deep emotion. No waves, but steady ocean. We're not chasing highs, we're choosing truth. Letting love arrive without rushing proof. No rush, just real. You see me, I feel. Not trying to impress, just trying to heal. No stage, no lights, just calm in the fights. It's not fast, but it's right. No rush, just real tonight. Let the world race. We're steady in place. No rush, just grace. In a world that spun too fast, you found me in the storm and didn't move. The world was noise, I was drowning in speed. Running from shadows, chasing a need. I never paused, never stood in place, till you held me still in your calm embrace. You didn't chase me, didn't shout. You sat in silence, then reached out. While others pulled, you just stayed. No pressure, no game, no masquerade. I was lost in motion, stuck in spin. But your stillness pulled me back within. It wasn't love at first loud sight. It was love in the hush, in the quiet night. You held me still when I shook with fear. Didn't fix the storm, but stayed right near. You didn't save, you stood so true. And that's what saved me through and through. Not in the flash or the words too grand, but in the quiet, in your hand. You held me still when the world ran fast. Taught me that love was meant to last. You didn't rush me to heal on time. You let my grief make its climb. No deadline set, no rules in place. You just showed up with steady grace. I fell apart in front of you, but your stillness held me like glue. Not tight, not rough, but soft and wide. A space where broken things don't hide. You didn't push hope in my face. You whispered it with gentle pace. And now when storms return again, I breathe through them with you as a friend. Stillness isn't silence, it's presence that stays. Love is not loud. couldn't save. You stood so true, and that's what saved me through and through. Not in the flash or the words too grand, but in the quiet. In your hand, you held me still when the world ran fast. Told me that love was meant to last. No race, no thrill, just you. Held me still. They told me love should roar and shine. Yeah, you told me love's a softer sign.
Yeah, they said love comes in fire and flash, in roses red and diamond cash. But I found love in quiet breath, in notes you left and things unsaid. You never shouted, I love you, from rooftops just to prove it's true. You showed it when you held my coat, when I was cold and you just knew. You didn't need a spotlight beam, you loved me best in between. Not when the world was clapping loud, but when I failed and lost the crowd.
Love ain't loud, it's in the hush and making time when there's no rush. And simple looks and staying near, and I got you whispered clear. It's not in post or public praise, it's in the quiet daily ways. Love ain't loud, but it is strong. It's where I run when life feels wrong.
Yeah. You didn't buy me fancy things, you bought me peace on heavy wings. You asked, did you sleep before, how's your day? You listened close when I pulled away. You filled my cup, not just my hands. You understood what love demands. Not constant thrills or scripted lines, but steady roots and patient climbs. When I was low, you didn't preach. You sat with me just out of reach, but close enough to feel your grace. Love ain't loud, but it fills a space.
It's in the breath you didn't take, so I could speak and not just break. It's in the meals, the laundry too, and all the little things you do. Love ain't loud, it's in the hush and making time when there's no rush. And simple looks and staying near, and I got you whispered clear. It's not in posts or public praise, it's in the quiet daily ways. Love ain't loud, but it is strong. It's where I run when life feels wrong. I used to think love had to scream, but now I know it's in the dream that stays soft.